that Chase said there was no money, but you're saying that it was 3 transactions?
Out of those 3 payments that were submitted, in my end, only one fall through and was paid.
Right, but I only made 1 purchase. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I see. It's scared me here in my statement that there was 2 attempts on May 4th. Out of those 2 attempts, one was approved. The other one was returned.
Right.
Since an AC transaction, when it's returned one time, they will try to pull the payment again from the same transaction that was originally tried to be pulled on the 4th in 2 days from now. So technically, on the 6th, since they tried to pull $1,000 again because the first time it was returned, it got returned again on the 6th. That means they generated 3.
So why did it get returned? Because I transferred the money.
Were not available.
But I only made 1 purchase.
And 1 purchase was available out of those 2 attempts on May 4th.
Okay, now I understand that, but I only made 1 purchase. So why would they try to pull the money again if the money was in the account?
Either it was submitted twice, when you were requesting it in your hand, one was approved, but the other one was rejected, and then since it was rejected as an AC transaction, it will be pulled again in 2 days.
Okay, but I only made 1 purchase. So what would be the situation, like the scenario for them to try to pull it again?
There won't be no payment that they're going to try to pull it again since they only do it twice. For ACH transactions, it's only twice.
Right, but if the money... Okay, I'm not understanding. If the money was there for 1 transaction,
okay,
why would they try to pull it?
It was submitted twice. It was submitted for 2 transactions.
So that's obviously on their end, a technical, because their options were it's either the bank, that there was no money, and obviously there was money for 1 transaction. It was either that or a technical error on their end. So I'm just trying to make a point where the $1,000 that I was purchasing was available.
It was available.
And it wasn't available when they try to resubmit it? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that it was available for 1 request. The second request was not available. So for 1 request, it was available.
Right. So where would the second request come in if I only did 1 purchase?
From the same merchant.
From them. So they try to take the money more than once.
Okay. In my end, did you input the information for them to pull the payment from the account?
I'm sorry?
Did you input the information? Did you submit the request for them to pull the payment from the account?
Yeah, for the first for 1 purchase of $1,000, okay. Correct.
So you might have requested once and then you submitted that request a second time. That's the reason why it's showing here 2 attempts instead of 1.
Okay, but I never personally did 2 purchases, so that's why I'm confused.
And I understand that due to the fact that you requested for them to pull $1,000 from the account, if it doesn't generate, and then you wait for the page to load again, and then you resubmit that, since it's not reflected right away, you could have submitted it twice instead of 1 time.
Okay, well, I know I didn't, so it had to be on their end. So as far as what you see, they do have the $1,000 for that 1 purchase, correct?
That is correct. That's why I see that, yes.
Okay, and do you see anything coming back, or you won't see that yet?
I don't see that yet at the moment.
Okay, well, they sent me an email saying that they're going to reverse the payment to put it back in my account by May 12th. So
is that the payment that was approved that they're going to refund you back?
Yes. The only thing is they're still taking out the transaction fee, which has nothing to do with you. But if they do reverse it on the 12th, it'll show up blue on my account as a credit.
Well, it's going to be shown as blue, correct, in your account.
Okay.
For $1,000. That is correct.
Okay, but did they take out more than one
More than
payment?
1,000? No, only one.
Because I have two transaction numbers here with $1,000 on May 4th on my end, on the Chase.
Yes, I see here that there was 2 attempts on May 4th. Only one of them was approved.
Okay,
The
which
other
one, can you tell me which one was approved? Because on my end, it's showing that they both went out. The last two numbers, I have, I'm sorry.
Let me read the code to you.
I'm sorry?
Let me read the code to you.
Okay.
I have a code, and the one that was approved, the code is Allison Lion PSN
Well,
parent.
I just have a transaction number, and one of them ends in 54, and the other one ends in 62. And then one I see that went through as a debit is 23. It says web ID 23, but that's the merchant's code. But the Chase
I don't
code,
have that information.
okay. Because I transferred from one account into this account. I made two transfers, two transactions, and it's online transfer. If you see, it says MMA, and then one says from checking, one from the 0155 account and one from the 0017 account. They were two transfers of $1,000 each.
That is correct.
Okay, so out of those two transfers, did they both post?
Yes, they did.
Okay, and then I made another transfer last night. So if I only spent $1,000, there should be.
You also transfer back.
Right.
So
And
that left the account only with $1,067.11.
okay,
Coinbase pulled the payment, and Coinbase took those $1,000, leaving the account with $67.11.
right.
Coinbase, the same day, was trying to pull the other payment for $1,000. Since the funds were not available, it was rejected. It was returned. Since the funds were not available on the account, on the 6th of May, on the second business day, Coinbase tried to submit the same request for May 4th that was returned. Since the payment was not available to complete the transaction, since the funds were not available, it got returned again, meaning that they already exhausted their times that they can request a payment as an ACH charge, and there was a transfer for $1,000 on May 9th, leaving the account with $1,067.11.
Okay. All right. So bottom line is I need to know